Truth of the matter is, it only takes us about 2 to 3 days to take a car apart, fix the dents from the hail damage, and then put it all back together. There's a few other things that we need to do whenever we're handling hail damage, such as contacting the insurance company, cleaning the car, circling up every single dent, whether it's as small as a dime up to a $50 size, documenting that, estimating that, getting the insurance company's approval, washing the car once repairs are complete to get it back to you, so on and so forth. But generally, with all those things involved, it can take us about 4 or 5 days. If insurance companies aren't too quick to respond, sometimes that can tack on a few additional days too, especially if it's a busy hail season for the state. But all in all, typically expect about 4 to 5 days from drop-off to delivery, but allow for a couple days here dealing with insurance companies and their turnaround time as well.
Many customers that go through a hail claim will ask us, is this going to affect my insurance premium? The honest truth is, probably not. Although we don't control the way insurance files their claims or handles their claims, what we do know is that hail damage is reported just like storm damage under what's called a comprehensive claim. Many customers don't know, comprehensive claim is a little different than a collision claim. What comprehensive claim is it's something that's not your fault. Something you couldn't have controlled, and it's something that does not affect your risk as a driver. So as a result of this, if you do file an insurance claim and it goes under comprehensive, this should not affect your rates at all down the road. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your own insurance adjuster. They'll help guide you through this process, or swing by one of our shops so we can answer any questions you may have. Many customers who go through a hail damage claim will ask us, is this going to show up on a Carfax report? The honest truth is, probably not. But we can't control Carfax. They're a third-party entity. We don't report to them. Some insurance companies may. The honest truth is, they're a bit hush-hush about how they actually do their reporting. What we do know is, hail damage is a cosmetic repair. So this shouldn't show up on a Carfax, and if it does, it's usually being reported inaccurately. So what should you do? If you do file an insurance claim and go through a repair process, we recommend pulling a Carfax 3 to 6 months down the road. This is going to give you all the data on your vehicle and show if it was reported. If it was, the next step will be to contact Carfax and just make sure that it's been reported as cosmetic and not structural. This will make you make sure your vehicle has been repaired properly using the proper methods, but it's also going to make sure you maintain the value of your vehicle for as long as you own it. If you have any questions, feel free to swing by a shop, give us a call. We'd love to help. We'd love to answer any questions about this process. We'd love to be a resource for you moving forward.
So hail damage can get pretty extensive as far as cost of repair, depending on how much damage is on the vehicle. Typically, when you have hail damage, it does affect the entire vehicle, so every panel in the vehicle does get hit with some damage. So if you were to go for a conventional repair route, basically you would have to do an all-over paint job on the vehicle, which would be way too much to do to repair the vehicle. So when we do our repair process with paintless dent removal, typically these can range on the low end. If it's very light damage, somewhere around $1,500 to $2,000 is kind of an average of a very light hailstorm repair. Some of them I've seen come through the shop that are more extensive, have been upwards into the $12,000 to $14,000 range. So there is a wide range of what the repair could cost for hail damage, but typically don't really see a whole lot of them that are below that $1,500 to $2,000 range. So usually that would qualify for you to file a claim with your insurance, go through your comprehensive deductible, because generally that's above that deductible that you would have set for your policy. With any repair that comes through our shop, our end goal is always to get it back to pre-loss condition, and honestly even better than what it was when it came in as our goal. Even with hail damage, we are super thorough, go through every panel extensively to make sure that every dent that is on the vehicle is touched and is repaired back to that pre-loss condition. Sometimes it does require that certain panels be painted if there is cracked paint and whatnot. And at that point, the paint processes and stuff involved, we would also quality control that to make sure that everything does look right when it comes back to you. And once the keys are handed back into your hand, we want to make sure that you are wowed by it. We always do include a exterior detail, interior detail, basically to clean up the vehicle before it is handed back to you. And basically, before we do give you the keys back, we do quality control everything to make sure that there are no dents that are missed, there are no moldings that have damage on them still. Everything is back to you like it was before.
The truth of the matter here, it's completely up to you as a client. If you buy a vehicle because you see a deeper discount, it's on sale, but it's got hail damage, just know that if you do decide you want to get it fixed, it's probably going to cost more than the discounted amount, even if that discounted amount's a very large number. Normally, we see this happen when someone buys a vehicle online with hail damage, maybe it's sight unseen, and they see it at even several $1,000s off of the list price because it comes with hail. The problem is, and what they're not being told by the seller is, the actual damage was probably significantly more. Sometimes these parts are not able to be repaired with paintless tint and they have to be replaced or repainted. Sometimes cars are even totaled when they have hail damage and then they're turned around and sold, even so as is. If you're someone who's looking for a car to get you from point A to point B and you don't mind living with dents, then buying a car with hail damage may be a perfect fit. But if you're planning on buying the car, making it look right, and you want your car to look amazing, I would be very, very wary of buying one with hail damage. And if you do want to go down that road, I would try your best to get that vehicle to a repair facility where they can give you an actual estimate of the repair cost, just so that you have all the information going into the purchase.